Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be taking you guys through what I spend in a week as a teacher. This is a pretty low cost week, but still I wanted to be able to show you throughout the week what I spent my money on, a bit of fun spending, a bit of essential, and then also I show you me going through my transactions in Ynab as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, there has been no spending so far this week, so my week of showing you what I spend is going well for me money-wise, but I guess for you guys not so interesting. But anyway, we've got 4 transactions here that we're just going to go through, and then I also have a bit of money that we can assign out as well. So the first one here is credit card payment. I paid off my credit card today. Just those pending transactions came through over the weekend, so I can just go ahead and clear that. Then I've got here, I just transferred some money, super boring, between accounts, nothing exciting really, so approve those. And then that takes care of all of those. And then if I go over here to the plan tab, here we are. I actually, where is it? Subscriptions. So I've said in previous videos that for my NHS prescription, I send out that money. It comes out of my account each month, and then that pays for all my prescriptions, no matter how many I have. So it hadn't come out last month and it didn't come out this month, so I did give them a call and they said that actually it's split into 10 payments, so the last 2 months of your kind of year subscription you don't have to pay anything. So this money I can divvy out, so put that to ready to assign. It's not a massive amount of money, but it makes a difference now. And I will snooze that target for this month because I don't need it. And what I could do is I could put it a month ahead, but I really need that haircut, so we are going to put it in here so we're even closer to that goal. Plus 11.45, and there we are. So we are now at £107, and my reward money, when I take that out every day that I hit my fitness goals, if I take £1 out of there, I usually put it into the hair category. So I'm hoping we'll be £28 closer by the end of the month, and if I have any extra money from any of the other categories, then I will also put the money in there. So that is it for today. No more spending. I'm expecting some bills to come out this week, and also I should be going out for dinner with my boyfriend this week, so there will be some spending. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it is now Saturday and I apologise for my appearance. I've been in the garden all day just doing garden work, so I'm sweaty and I'm hot and a bit dishevelled, but anyway, we have got some transactions to go through, so let's have a look at those. My Monzo came out a few days ago, so I'm going to approve that, and it is in the correct category already. Then Amazon, this was some hair oil for myself, so this should be in the toiletries category. And I'll put the hair oil, approve. And then that was me paying that on my credit card, so I just put for that one. So that'll be credit card, and then I just put CC repayment, approve. Then this £23.86 was a Mother's Day present for my mum, so that will come out of gift fund, and I will end up pulling that money out of my savings account, but I haven't done it just yet. So let's write a memo for that one. Mother's Day. present. I got my mum some truffles that she likes, so that's what that is. And then this was money for grocery. So this shouldn't be ready to assign. Oh no, not grocery, sorry. This is a split transaction, as I'll say about, okay, so it was gift fund for my boyfriend's niece, and then also we went out for dinner, so it's going to be date. We went to the curry house, which you guys should see in this video. So it's going to be inflow, and I'm going to say it was about £3 each for the present, and then the rest of it should be £39.12. Okay, and let's say, so we'll say niece birthday. I'm not going to put her name down just for privacy reasons, and then we will put down, actually I'll put down BB initials, BB birthday, and then I will put down curry date, which was really yummy. Okay, and then approve that, and then this will be a roundup, I believe. So memo will be roundup. In Monzo I have it round up my spending to the nearest pound so that I can put more money into my overdraft and save a little bit faster. Okay, and then also my Ynab came out, so I'm going to add a transaction for that. And yeah, there we go. And then it was actually cheaper, the exchange rate. It was only £81, so I can, thank you, I can go to my plan. Let's do that. Okay, and then I'm going to put that into my month ahead, the rest of the money. So this is going to go to ready to assign, and then we can be £9 closer to ready to assign. And this I'm going to change the target so that it asks me for £81 every year. Save target. So then next month it should ask me for a little bit less. Let's see. Oh, we haven't funded that one yet, so let's fund that. Oh no, we do the monthlies first. Sure, I'll add in another £9 there. Aha, and then that is overfunded, so let's go reduce overfunding, and then let's put it towards our running app subscription. Actually no, because I'm not running at the minute, so I'm not going to put it towards that. Let's put 158 towards our monthly Ynab little subscription, and then thank you very much. Okay, and I think that is all that I'm going to do for now. Just go over here, check. Yes, okay. Okay, so it is Sunday now, and I'm going to do my final transactions for the week. So This is a repayment for the shopping. So this is weekly shop, our food shop. Approve that. This is an extra payment I made to my boyfriend for the curry because I had one extra drink. So just extra drink. Then the Ynab subscription that came out this I forgot that it was £80.50 and then it rounded it up the extra 50, so I deleted the transaction that I did yesterday. Subscription, there we go. Okay, and then I also wanted to reconcile my accounts. I do believe, just want to go in here quickly and see, I don't know, your credit card. Okay, so this is pending. I'm just going to enter these in because I know that they will come out. So this was for some yogurt. So I'm going to put that in grocery. Then this £5.69 was the birthday present. So gifts for my boyfriend's niece. So there we go. And then this was the curry. So date. And then the £16.99 was actually a sprinkler for the garden, and this will be split between the four of us, so it's not going to be £16.99 forever. Okay, and then this was definitely not all alcohol, this was our food shop, but I'm going to split. Some of it was alcohol and some of it was toiletries, so I'm going to split this and just put in the alcohol and the toiletries that I paid for. So it was £4.50 plus £1.50, so £6 for there we go. And then this was wine, £8.50. Oh, and then grocery, of course. That will be £108.94. Approve. And yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to reconcile my accounts now. I do believe that also in this one I moved some money from my sinking funds. So that would be for gifts. trying to think how I do it. This one. Yeah, that's it. And then we've got, that was 26.71. Save. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Reconcile. Apologies. Then this one is correct. This one is correct, I believe. Oh, we need to clear that one. Yeah, so that should be 582.04, yes. And then overdraft is 528.79, perfect. And then my credit card, 250.78, yes, that's right. And then let's go and cover some overspending. So what's happened here? That we can move to overdraft because it was the roundup. Okay. And then thank you, finish that. One overspent. Aha, so I'm gonna move money from grocery to cover that. And that should be fine now. Also, I am going to move this. I'm not running at the minute, so I'm going to move it to hair. Nice. Okay, so let's go over the spending for the week. My total spending was £260.37. Now let's break it down into the different groups. So for grocery, I ended up spending £54.85, and this was for a weekly food shop, and then we also picked up a couple of bits here and there throughout the week. For alcohol, I spent £23.50. We don't normally spend this amount, but we have had a couple of weekends of barbecues and just kind of having social time, so having a bit of wine and gin and tonics. So we've spent a little bit more on alcohol this week. My bills total was £91.14. This was £7 for my Monzo subscription, which gets you different perks for your bank. And then also Ynab subscription came out, which is an annual fee, and that is £80.50. And then also I paid TV license, and my portion of that is £3.64. For toiletries, I paid £13.49 in total. This included £7.49 for hair oil that I ordered on Amazon, and then also £6 I got some shampoo, conditioner and body wash for myself because I'm going on a trip this week. For gifts, I spent £26.71. This was for my boyfriend's niece for her birthday, and also my mum's gift for Mother's Day in the States. She lives in the States. I spent £4.25 in the household category, and that was my portion of buying a sprinkler for the garden. We have spent all weekend working in the garden and getting it to look nice, so one of the final pieces was getting a sprinkler just to make sure that the grass stays nice. And then the last category that I spent money in was my date category, and I spent £46.31, and this was me and my boyfriend went out for a curry on Friday, and we spent that amount each on the meal. In all, I think it was a pretty good week. I didn't spend too much on non-essentials. We had a little bit more fun with grocery shopping. We spent a bit more than we normally would. Our budget is about £45 a week for food stuff, and then we take toiletries and alcohol and put that in separate groups. But as I said, we've been having some fun with barbecues in the garden and getting extra food for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.